shit. I have to remember that. My damn.
Madame.
Wow, nice sword.
This door is so small. Fuck. Some Alice in Wonderland shit right there. And the game crashed, of course.
My dam, you look as though you have a kind heart. Please, spare a penny for me. Just one.
Yo, what up?
Move along.
Are you still dying off of sushi aliens?
Fucking sissy.
Is this hello?
Yes,
Is this working?
it is.
Yeah.
All right. In bed. Almost there.
Still dying off of sushi.
Well, I was trying. Yes, but I was trying to go to bed, and I realized my ill-advised midday nap has.
Should have just paid his shadow tax. Well, some
I have
people
enough
never
energy
learn.
not to fall asleep.
Something you want
but
to tell me?
I'm sushi comaed enough that I don't want to miss.
Hard work pays off. Yeah, right.
And really, at this point, I think that I've been back to suffering from depression for the past
Yes.
several.
Brother Sorrow.
Have you been hitting the gym?
From ashes to blood, from blood to
No.
liberation.
I gotta tell you, that's what helps
Is
for
this
me.
the sleeper?
You just get it out.
Yes,
She knows the rules.
Yeah,
of course.
Good.
but
Hold still.
Sunchild.
press. You don't have any motivation. It's hard to take. Am I breaking in and out?
A little bit.
Green circle around my name is almost never lit. I'm
Another
wondering if whole sentences are coming through.
Yeah, as it is.
It breaks up a little.
You're back on.
Yes.
Brother
Another sleeper.
Brother Wrath, from ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. Is this the sleeper?
Yes,
She knows the rules.
of course.
Good. Hold still.
Yes.
Son child.
No, I'm just saying hi because now I'm on my computer and not my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting. You may enter.
Thank you, brother.
Father's blessings.
I don't know. I mean, motivation is a tricky one. You can't really just wait for motivation to happen. It just doesn't work like that. You kind of just have to force
That was
yourself to do
strange.
stuff. It's like all the artists in the
right.
world,
The
they
short
don't
version,
really wait
once
for
you devote your life to
motivation
the
to
Relas,
strike.
Relame always
If they're
call each
making
other
a
by their
painting or
new
making
names.
music or
But
whatever,
we
you just
voices
gotta,
often use our dead
sometimes you gotta
names
put
in
in
the
work,
outside
and then other
world.
times it's easy.
Hardly. Most people don't like talking about their lives. Every emotion is a weakness. Joy, greed, love. This man, he wasn't just any voice. He was the father's right hand, Brother Sorrow. I know, he's always been like that. But don't underestimate him. He decapitated one of them, broke another one's face, and cut down the remaining two with a single swing of his sword. Good question. Let's just stay on our guard. Yes.
Rialta Shara.
Been watching you, sweet good man. Always. Stupid shit. Observe. Don't
They
feel.
will never
Observe.
understand
Don't
that.
feel.
You should stop agonizing over it.
They're my family.
Wrong. They were. You are Ralaim now, and Transcendence is near. So we are the only family you need. So just burn these letters, meditate, and perform your duties. Now isn't the time to stray from the Ralas.
Yes. Yes. You're right. Thank you, sister. And forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. Relata Shira.
Relata Shira.
First seer. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation.
Ah, Brother Wrath. Is this our visitor?
Yes, First Seer. She helped me find the lost pages.
Interesting. Show me. Interesting. Tell me, how did you know that the Father is looking for these? I see. And how did you meet Brother Wrath? Also through your contact? It is indeed. Well then, I am Brother Longing. I assume Brother Wrath
I have 300 pennies.
Good. Then go up to the tower and talk to Sister Envy. She will pay you. Brother Wrath will will you escort our guest back outside?
If that is your wish, then yes, Valencia.
What do you
What's
mean
that
by
for a visual novel?
I was thinking... irrelevant. Father's blessings first, Sia.
There's
Thank
like
you for your
a
time.
billion.
Speak.
Well, the expedition. You
There's a
said that the
bunch on
father
Steam.
ordered you to find capable mercenaries.
And they all
Treasure
have
hunters.
achievements.
What's the one that I remember having like forward
You
slashes in
think
the
she'd
name or
be a
something?
fitting candidate?
I'm trying to link it to someone with a joke, but I can't remember the name.
Major, minor.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Someone
fail
was
to
just
see
saying that they
magical
didn't.
talent in her, however.
They sort of
Why do you
like
think she could
Dust
be of
and
use
Elysian
to
Tale,
us? We have
but
enough
the
leg breakers already.
it was like a good game up until one of the portraits showed up, and then it's like awful furry art.
Fine then. We actually have enough mercenaries already, but
So
you
obviously I
seem
have to
be
link
more
the picture.
capable than the scum that usually runs the Undercity's alleys. However, before I recommend you to the father, I want you to prove yourself. Brother Greed.
And
Sister
amorous.
Pride. Is she still in the Light Grove?
There's also a Second Chance and
Then
Ego
escort this
Jishi
woman into the Dark Valley.
DLC.
I want you to
There's a
kill
million.
someone for us. Sister Pride. A voice who has betrayed us. Bring me her heart, and I'll consider recommending you to the father. An expedition will be taking place soon, and we are still looking for capable mercenaries. As I said, she betrayed us. I believe my instructions were quite clear. Not for this mission, no, but as I said, if you succeed, correct. She fled into a cave, probably hoping that we wouldn't find her there. Brother Greed will show you the way. Good luck. And you, Brother Wrath, will stay. There is something we need to discuss.
What's that? How did that guy just teleport me? That's what I want to know. Pass me a note, huh?
Just a...
What's going on, Anna?
Every time I think about playing a game these days, I get stuck at the point where it's like, do I start a new game even though I've got a whole bunch of unfinished games, or do I go back and finish a game that I will not get too much enjoyment out of, but which there will be satisfaction in having completed?
You just have to push ahead, basically.
What? Who are you? You're my punishment, aren't you? The faces. None! At first, I thought it would pass, you know? But it's just a disease. This feeling.
Like, I basically
that I
just
wasn't
play a game,
myself.
and if
That
I stop
sister
liking the game,
prayed
then I stop playing the
me,
game.
my
And just play
name,
something else I like.
Before the father. It started. At first, I thought I was ill, so I drank root every day, until there was nothing left but a smooth, egg-shaped piece of skin. Yes, it doesn't help with the strangeness. No. Had they found out, then the father would have left me behind on the day of transcendence. And I couldn't let that happen. Don't you understand? Why? Because I was
Almost
weak.
every game that I
Because
have
I was
installed just decided to update.
And that is why
That was
I need to die.
It's probably a dependency
Finally
update,
accepted
so
it.
that's like something like you know, .NET
Everything.
framework being updated
All
to
this
a new
time, I was a bad
thing.
Ralayim. I sinned. Again, I don't want to talk about it. Of course you don't. Because you're a sleeper. But didn't the father tell you to? No, there isn't. And even if there were, I wouldn't want it. This is my punishment. The punishment for my weakness. And if I had the courage, if you want to help me, then help me sleep. And make it painless.
How is 16-bit trader?
Pretty good from what I can recall, but I didn't play much of it.
It's actually got a mostly negative review rating, and I'm not sure why. I thought it was supposed to be okay.
I think it's because it was broken for a time, but I thought they fixed it. An odd one. Seems to be a deep strategy game hidden behind clip art graphics. Other ones are like, I don't know. Seems like a lot of people do like it. It's just, yeah.
Clip art graphics?
I think some people are just too judgy.
Clip art graphics? You guys talking about logistical again?
Nah, 16-bit trader. Which is like, it doesn't look like clip art, it just, that's the art style. Like, I don't know, just people hating on the art style.
Yeah, it doesn't look like clip art to me. I'm looking at the screenshots.
That's why I never can really go on reviews and stuff. It's just like you just gotta jump into games and see if you like it. I mean, there's games where I've started it and I didn't like it, and then I've come back around like months later and I actually really like it. I just didn't like it at the time.
Like the bite of a flea.
Well, that is weird. There's a task force in California to investigate bee thefts. Apparently, people are stealing bees.
Motherfucking bee thieves.
Hey, you there, sleeper. Do you have a second? What? No, to that lovely wall right behind you. Come, follow me. There's something we need to talk about.
We're watching you, sleeper. Always.
All right.
I've had a lot of difficulty,
aren't you?
trying
Well,
to hundo Bioshock remaster.
What do you mean? Of course we are.
That's something you've been doing?
Simple.
Not in a while. It's been maybe a year since I last tried it, but I keep looking at it. The last time I was going at it,
Well done. Why did
I was just following this guide over and over again, and the game wasn't working the way the guide said it would.
Try to drown them,
Oh, so someone had a bad guide.
tell each other
I don't
and the
know.
populace lies about the oh so glorious eternal
There's
life.
just there's a particular
all
big
your
daddy
cunning
you're
up
supposed to
of
kill, and I don't know if I'm not getting the headshots because the hitbox is smaller than I think it is, or what.
Does it? I don't.
Weird, I've never heard of that.
There are lattes, my
It's
friend.
one of those
I haven't heard from you.
one of those challenge. I've got the 4 challenge achievements in the Worlds of Hurt
None of your business.
challenge left.
Oh, okay.
It's been a year since
I
I
don't know. I
accepted
mean,
the
if you
Valas
keep
as
staring
the
at
only
it, you might as
truth.
well jump into it.
But
Go for it again.
it's no secret.
Yeah, that's what I was
the
just
father
thinking
has
to
a
myself.
vivid interest. Call it what you
Is that I
will.
might launch because right now, like, I haven't played 2 and
Anything
Infinite, and
related
it's
to the
pretty
old
much because I just keep
civilizations.
staring at these
Stop,
4
just
unearned
come back
achievements
here
and being
once
really
you've
annoyed.
found something, and I'll buy it for a price none of the merchants will offer you. Understood? Good. I'll be waiting. Yeah? Had any luck? Good. Here. This should compensate you for your efforts.
A stranger. What brings you here? Show me 300 pennies. And just what? Here's your money. Good luck. Not much, but if it's scrolls and potions you're after, I might be able to help.
Would you look at that? The mercenary returns. Why? Would you like to become one of... May ask. Let me put it. The more we eat, the more we feel, the more we copulate, the more we identify the false gods, the lot of them. Mages. You see, their faith is hollow. Death is the end of existence, and anyone who hasn't succeeded in separating from his vessel by the time it arrives, that's a long story, and discussing it would exceed both my time and my patience. Show me. Interesting. Well then, I don't care. She gave herself to the Ralas. The father will. We will contact you once he has made his decision. Now leave.
I already have them all, Fabio.
Observe, don't fear. Observe.
You didn't cheese that hard. You just cheesed semi-hard.
you'd pay me 10 pennies for the delivery. He didn't have any coin. Alright, alright.
Pity. He was a good man.
Really? They're not gonna give me the fucking quest marker again for his goddamn shitty hideout.
Oh, stupid shit. All
What was your favorite quest line, Fabio?
Did you kill her? Princess Goldilocks.
Touchy boy.
Good. You know, Nessa, and now she's dead. That feels close. I didn't say we were close. Faces. Huh. What should I make of it? Now, if we're unlucky. However, there's something else I might need your 250 pennies. It's with the refuge. Yeah. I told you, well, I only learned the reason why I'm going back, and who knows? Maybe, I hope so. Thing is, ever since... Exactly. So, let's meet at the marketplace. Oh, stupid shit. All of them.
It's a little weird and edgelord, huh?
Did you kill her? Good. That's good. You know, Nessa joined the and now she's dead. That feels strange. Close. I didn't say we were close. She was a murderer, just like all those lunatic bastards. Faces. Huh. What should I make of it? I'm not an apothecary. Maybe she hit the dust or... Now, if we're unlucky, that's where I'll plan. However, there's something else I might need your help with in the meantime. It's with the refuge. Yeah. I told you that Shagun, the meat... Well, I only learned that recently. I used to think that the reason why I'm going back to the refuge is that I want to know for... And who knows? Maybe we'll also find more about what the... I hope so. It was closed down after the... Thing is, ever since the Red Madness, the place has been... Exactly. So, let's meet at the marketplace, right in front of Zorgben and Sons. I'll make some preparations. What?
Marketplace. Did you end up using any
My dame, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Ready? Good.
There's a lot of quests of following this fucker as he jogs through
still
the
there?
city. No. Depends how much you're paying.
Move along.
Best I can do is tree fitty.
Jesus. Not even faux fitty. Oh, you mean you use the mod to show their locations?
I'm about to unlock the purple power in history.
I'm always so worried about escorty type quests like this.
Looters. Guess they were hoping to find something of value in the orphanage after the plague broke out. Come. You go on ahead. I'll cover your back. What?
Speaking of crashes, yeah, this game's crashed like probably hundreds of times. See ya.
What? Why? I can give you the essentials, but beyond that, I can't be bothered. That's a number one. Then we'd have a spec. Then we might have missed the only chance to even get close enough to kill him. You get... There it is. Huh. Strange feeling to be back here after all those years. We should... Wait. What in blazes is that? Shagun's office should be on the first floor. Let's take a look around. Nothing's changed. Alright, here we are. Stock lists, spendings, earnings. She did. If I remember one thing, then it's how obsessed that. So, if she really did sell children to the. Her hidden safes. Everybody down here has hidden safes. Even I can remember at least. They just came in, made a ruckus, and took whatever they could get their hands on. Eventually, Shagun even. No. No, but I'm pretty sure that they're here in the orphanage. I say we split up. You check the kitchen, the cell, hidden switches, false bottoms. The usual. So will I. Good luck.
rolls off, the soul's afloat. Snip, 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 cut through the throat. The head rolls off, the soul's afloat. Snip, 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 cut through the throat. The head rolls soul's afloat. Snip, snip, cut through the throat. The head rolls off, the soul's afloat. Snip, 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 cut through the throat. The head rolls off, the soul's afloat.
Thariel? Yes, Thariel. But he killed them all, you know. We screamed. We screamed as loud as we could. But what else should we have done? It just hurt so bad. No matter how much of the blue juice he gave us, it always... Father. Yes, our father. We never... Yes, he wanted to make us... Lethal, they just came in and took him into the... But I shouldn't talk so much. Too much talking makes the father angry. Just let me sleep, will you? Just... sleep. What are you doing here? What happened? Remember? I was dizzy, so I took a nap. Must have been a seizure? What do you mean? What? But... I see. I must have been this place. It brought back my memories. What do you want to hear? I have no, but it doesn't matter. We should focus on the task at hand. What about the safe? Did you find anything? Look, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Let me see. Can you believe it? That's a list of all the children who were sold. Name, age, price. But it doesn't say anything about what the father did to us. Did you find anything else? Shit. Well, what did I expect? It was worth a try. I always thought she was living proof that not everybody can be corrupted if you shove enough money up their ass. Seems I was wrong. Did I? Tell me. Makes sense. You gave me little reason to distrust you. Come. Sit. All right. I was weak, frail, and always ill. It was unlikely that I would see 5 winters. Ah, nonsense. Cruelty is something else. Sadist scum like Carlian, lust murderers or mad cult leaders who stop at nothing to get their way. I don't know. I've forgotten most of it. I am. Thanks to Letho. I'm not sure you realize what that means. Surviving alone, Letho didn't care. He saw me, he let me sleep in a pile of hay he called his bed, and shared his bread with me. In the sewers. It's full of robbers and thieves and... the good old days. I don't know. They never wanted to talk about it. It did. But there were a limited number of beds. New beds only... What they had was a list. You could have them put your name on there, and every strange feeling as you could imagine. When Letho was 8, and I was about 7, we both got lucky and got a bed. We spent 5 years there, and 1 moon before the abduction by the Relata, shortly before his 12th birthday, I swore to him that I'd come with him once they put him back on the streets. I don't know if you can understand this, but the thought that he'd be out there while I slept in my bunk bed, I just couldn't accept it. What do you think? He called me an idiot, and rightly so. Still, Had push come to shove, I would have followed him. Peaceful. Food was scarce because the orphanage stayed afloat only through donations, or at least we thought we did. Back then, for example, there were those twin sisters. One morning we woke up and they were... Now I know better. Yes. I still remember that day as though it was yesterday. It had been an exhausting day and my cough had come back. Shagun put out the candles and we fell asleep. Then, all of a sudden, they were there, right in front of our beds. We screamed. We struggled. Tried to flee, but it didn't matter. Uncle Nalek was there to help the masked men to calm us. Shagun and the other adults, they just stood by and watched. Can you imagine? They just stood there and fucking watched. You know the rest of the story. They put sacks over our... Then, darkness. The next clear memory I have is awaking on a pile of bodies in the corpse pit. No. Of course I looked through that corpse pile as well. It was... real, you know? Lethal, and now he's dead. His skeleton's probably rotting some... I don't know if you can even remote... He is evil incarnate. It's that simple. What do you think I am? An idiot? Of course I looked for him. For weeks, months, fucking years. Backup. I don't believe in backup anymore. Just look, they all just care about their own ends. And they are willing... And now? Now they're talking of... Friendship is a privilege for the young and foolish. And look where it got him. What is it to you? Ha! What? And this seems like the right time and place for you. If you ask me, there's nothing more superficial than love. Well, okay. What do you think? Would it be that man the women dream of when the bards... Bullshit. The love you're talking about. That's one of the few teachings of the Relas I actually agree with. Yes, because you're a decent enough canvas for women's and men's stupid fantasies. Go ahead. Put your head over an open fire for a while and see how much real love you're getting after that. Like a brother. That's different. That was by far the most stupid thing you've said tonight. Yes, I have put a lot of thought into these things. No, just one of the most banal feelings we're capable of. Yeah, you'd know. It doesn't? Then fate has a bad sense of humor. Broke me. Trust me, I'm quite... You know, being on my own... I still remember that day as though it was yesterday. It had been an exhausting day and my cough had come back. Shagun put out the candles and we fell asleep. Then, all of a sudden, they were there, right in front of our beds. We screamed. We struggled. Tried to flee, but it didn't matter. Uncle Nalek was there to help the masked men to calm us. Shagun and the other adults, they just stood by and watched. Can you imagine? They just stood there and fucking watched. You know the rest. Then, no. It was, and now he's dead. I don't know. He is evil incarnate. Back. They all just care. And now? Friendship is... And look where it got him. What is it to you? If you ask me, there's nothing more superficial. Well, okay. What do you think? Would it be that man the women dream of when the bards sing of a knight in shining armor coming... Exactly. The love... That's one of the few teachings of the Relas I actually agree with. No. Just one of the most banal feelings we're capable of. Yeah. You know, being on my own, as you put it, it doesn't bother me. Not at all. I know how it must sound to you, but if you're alone, you're invincible. The worst anybody can do to you is kill you. And since death is the end of all feeling, it doesn't matter anymore. Friends, family, for me, things are simple. If the father kills me, I have failed. But at least there'll be no one to mourn my loss. No widow, no children, no friends. A clean cut. I'll see when we get there. There is no other person like Letho. And even if there were, I'd keep my distance. The time to put things right. Either way, we've wasted... I'll send out a messenger if I learn something, and should anything do that. You know, my own, as you put it, it doesn't bother me. Not at all. I know how it must sound to you, but if you're alone, you're invincible. The worst anybody can do to you is kill you. And since death is the end of all feeling, it doesn't matter anymore. Friends, for me, things are simple. If the father kills me, I have failed. But at least there'll be no one to mourn my loss. No widow, no children, no friends. A clean cut. As though I never existed. Either way, we've wasted enough time. As I said, I'll send out a messenger if I learn something, and should anything unusual happen, just meet me at my hideout. I'll be there for an hour every day before nightfall. Until then. Do that.
Dawn is coming. Seek the first seer.
A real thing you are. We should spend some time together.
What? What? What do you want?
Interesting. Ah, never mind. What is it? Called you? What do you mean? Did he send a messenger? Psionics. Figures. No, it was. He must have planted it in your head while you were at the temple and simply triggered it last night. A mental puppet play, if you want to call it that. No idea. Probably some kind of past. Well, go see him. You'll see what this is all about then, but I'm pretty sure he's considering you for the mission. And this is correct. And, thank you for filling me in on this. What?
Isn't this nice? A son child. Relata Shirah, sleeper.
Behavior, a child. So.
Rialta Shara.
You? I thought my instructions were a dream. That? Oh, I understand. Then go see Brother Sorrow at once. That is correct. Which is why I hope it doesn't matter. Go up to the tower, deeper into the mountain. At the end of the hallway, you'll find stairs ending in a wall. Now go. The father must not be kept waiting.
So are you there, Hiki?
Go.
What's up?
I understand.
So
You may
I'm
pass.
really pissed at myself.
Why?
Descend. You'll see.
Because apparently, so these achievements are called, one of these achievements is called Worlds of Hurt Expert. So I thought that meant you would think that means you have to play on expert difficulty. But you can actually play on medium difficulty, and you can actually go in and turn the difficulty down to easy after you've started the challenge. So this this challenge that I've been banging my head against for off and on for a year, for a few hours at a time, every couple of months.
Yeah.
I actually just
You've been playing on the wrong difficulty. Yep. No, that's how it goes.
So you received my message. Good. Come, take a seat. I will be with you in a moment. Well then, good to finally meet you in person. I would introduce myself to you, but you already know who I am. The first seer has already told me about you. He did not lie as I see now. Tell me, How do you feel about Brother Wrath? Farewell, as you call him. I see. Be that as it may, the First Seer had nothing but praise for you, and suggested that I consider you for our expedition, and I have. Good to hear. The formalities first. You will receive 2. I assume you know that it will be dangerous. Nonetheless, I would like you to understand the background of this undertaking fully if you are to work with us. Come. I present the human body, a simulacrum. It's not. As I said, I want you to understand. Does the name Manit Dal... He was a righteous man. It is said that thus, he made freeing himself from the sense of estrangement his purpose in life. Yes, as though life was about... Dalgalang despised all the other things people enjoyed. He didn't copulate, ate only as much as his body needed, and slept very little. Well, one day he vanished just like that, during one of his meditations at the Eye of the Gods. Even though there were observers, the Order didn't record his vanishing in the chronicles for obvious reasons. According to them, Dalgalang simply disappeared on a pill. I believe so. He succeeded in freeing his spirit from the vessel of his body, and the strange occurrences that his servant, who was the closest thing Dalgalang had to a friend, heard his voice when he laid down flowers at his... All coincidences or phantasms, you may say, but to me, it is clear that Dalgalang achieved his goal. I suppose you could say that, yes. Dalgalang. When I first heard his story, I instantly recognized myself in him. Frankly, I still find it baffling how few people share this quest. All they care about is the satisfaction, and all it would take to show them what their minds are capable of would be a glimpse into their dreams. Either way, I digress. Well, are we not free? We can have our bodies take on every shape there is, and time and space are meaningless. Exactly. As it turns out, the secret to transcendence was hidden in the lost pages of J.L. Tannisson's book. That is... But I have had the pleasure of talking to some of them over the centuries, and was able to convince them to divulge their secrets to me. It's not some kind of room. The room of paintings. Either way, I will spare you the details. What you need to know, and that is what this expedition is about. You and the other, where we will finally sever our minds from our bodies. Correct. It will prevail. Only the Relaim who have proven themselves worthy will ascend with me. Then, when the time comes, they will follow us. No. First, because I have reason. Second, because our teachings are too important to risk them getting lost. What it is or who built it, and by ancient, I mean the Black Libra, the cult the Butcher of Ark belonged to, merely used in the Frost-Cliffed Mountains. That's where you will go. They could, but the temple is dangerous, only if you let them eat you. According to my research, 4 groups need to enter the temple simultaneously. Once you found the temple, your mission will be considered a success, and you will... I don't know. Finding that out is as soon as possible. After this since you've already worked with Brother Wrath, you will form a group with... Do you have a map? Show me. Good. This is where you'll find the site. I recommend you take a Myrad to the front. You will. Yes. Shady business.
I killed
Ultimately,
everything and I'm
it's
lost
a
again
simple
at the story.
bargain. We offer the people safe. Fair point. However, if we were to permit the people down here to form their... We ensure stability, and all we ask for in return is a small tribute. Those who have nothing to give do not need to pay. Maybe, maybe not. But you need to understand it is neither my intent to cause suffering. I'm a scientist whose goal it is to achieve transcendence for my lands and for myself. Ah, yes, the tribunal, the epitome of law and order, isn't it? Why? Because the Undercity is the place our movement was born. I have considered it. For example, it is far easier to spread, not to mention the history this place now has. Well observed. Yes, it is. When I created the Relata Shera means the variety of things. See the Relata. I see the Relata. Good question. I suppose it is because you are different somehow. You have a presence that fascinates me. And even though I do not, it is. Ask the Lightborn. Extending one's life a little is not as hard as you may think. But I am not immortal, if that is what you wanted to know. I'm afraid an appropriate answer would take more time than we can spare. Suffice it to say that psionics is a powerful school when I will try to answer. I'm afraid I don't have an answer to that. It could be that it has the power to change us, but what this change ultimately looks like depends on... There are plans, but I do not expect that to happen. I'm afraid I don't have an answer. It has the power to change us. Forgive me. What I want to say is, I believe the room is the embodiment of what we have always aspired to.
Boring.
Of what we have... Allow me to answer. Of all the characteristics that make you the person you are, which one is paramount? Your breasts, the slit between your thighs, or that which allows you to have this conversation with me? Exactly. If I were to extract your conscious, gender is just another asinine attribute we wrongly identify ourselves with. We are so proud of what apparently separates us from animal. Young, old, beautiful, hideous, man, woman, all descriptors of something ultimately irrelevant. I wasn't. My vessel has always had aspects of both genders, but the time when I attributed any importance to this fact is long since past. It is, isn't it? Probably because I never considered myself as... Knowledge, introspection, and silence are the keys to spiritual growth, not blind obedience to the rules as religion preaches it.
Go.
Move along. What the? Oh, you. I take it you accepted the father. Tell me. I see. Though I still don't understand. Either way, now comes the critical part. This expedition is the only... Join our cause? We don't. We kill him the first chance we get. The last thing we need is an additional risk. It surely won't be anyone deserving your pity. Just remember what the First Seer asked of you as a... I suggest you head to the temple as soon as possible. I'll probably arrive with the father. No idea. Let's just prepare. Until then, I'm counting on you.
here I thought that was all of us. Whatever these bald lunatics expect in that temple,
Piss off.
it must know how to defend itself.
Foreigners.
That's close enough. Who are you? Oh, really? And since when does the father deal with mercenary scum in person?
Let her through, sister. She speaks the truth.
Brother Sorrow, are you... I mean...
Step aside.
Of course.
Go to the other sleepers and wait there. The father will be here within the hour. Beneath us. No.
The 8th member arrives. Our company is finally complete. I'm Zara. Pleasure to meet you. I am. As you can tell, by my... I got rid of the old one a while ago. Well, because something happened. Let's put it this way. Something taught me... I couldn't have put it any better. These lunatics are as likable as a horde of rotten lost ones. And sadly, our colleagues here are no better.
Maybe because we're here to fight and not to chat.
The one doesn't exclude the other, darling. Do you know when the fun is gonna... As far as I know, we're just waiting for the big lunatic to arrive. Good, because I'm freezing my ass off. Come on, let's take a walk. So, tell me, any idea what we're up against? Why do they need mercenaries for that? As unlikable as these lunatics are, they know how to fight. And the pay makes you wonder if they didn't have one too many sniffs of Glimmercap dust. Huh, I see. And what's the pity. How did you end up here anyways? How long have you been working for the Relata? Likewise. I usually don't mind a bit of mystery. I don't think I'll do another job for them. Have you ever seen this father character in person? I figured. I guess all we can do for now is wait a little while.
Brothers and sisters, children of the Rallas, the day we have all been waiting for is here. The world is on the brink. It always has been, but never before have the signs been more clear. An illness, which the Order calls the Red Madness, devours people's minds. Wars plague the land, and frenzied animals tear apart cattle and farmers alike. And it is only a matter of time before this country too will drown in chaos. You, my lambs, know my teachings. You know the Ralas, and you've devoted your souls to it, because you realize it is the key to freedom. An end to the suffering which all those people who choose to live their lives in their fleshly vessels consider their inevitable fate. And they are right. Their suffering is inevitable because they refuse to see the truth. A bird in a cage can never fly, no matter how hard it beats its wings. Only breaking the cage can set it free. And tonight, brothers and sisters, we will break it. We call it transcendence, the ultimate detachment from our flesh. The last step on a long path that we have walked together. Beneath our feet, in the depths of this eons-old temple, lies the secret, the room of paintings that is key to transcendence. The temple that holds it, however, is as dangerous as it is powerful. And that is why today there are sleepers among us. Accompanied by one of us, their task will be to clear the way. Once the deed has been done, I will take you into the depths of this ruin, where side by side we will leave our vessels behind us, once and for all. You two, what are your names?
Stalron.
Ewa.
Good. Sister Addiction, you will accompany Ewa and Stalron. Brother Greed will give you the runes to open the portal. Simply place it in front of the gate to the room of paintings, and I will do the rest.
Yes, Father. How will we recognize the room?
You will know it when you find it. You two, what are your names?
Taiwan. Taiwan del Sharis.
Rugen.
Good. You'll go with Brother Hatred. What about you?
Zara.
You will go with Brother Wrath and his companion. And you will go with Sister Lust.
Understood. When do we set out?
As soon as you have finished your preparations. Sister Addiction, Brother Hatred, you and your groups will go in first. Sister Lust, you will form the second group, together with Brother Wrath. You will descend half an hour after the first group. As the First Seer has already told you, whatever the temple provides in treasure and loot is yours to keep. You will receive the second half of your payment once the mission has been completed. Are there any questions?
Yes. What in blazes are you? You're not human. I can feel it.
Watch your mouth.
At ease, brother. I am the Father. That is all you need to know.
Lunatics.
Whew. Guy sure knows how to make an entrance, that's for sure.
Xeinok, are you ready?
As ready as I can be in this bloody cold. You're Brother Wrath, aren't you? Nice name. Very reassuring.
You may call me Thariel if it makes you feel better. Good to work with you again. I hope you'll stick to the rules as well as you did before.
You know each other?
Yes, this woman did a great service for the Relata. Without her, this mission wouldn't be possible.
Good to know. Anyway, anything else that needs discussing? As far as I'm concerned, our objectives are pretty clear. Enter the temple, find the room, and open a portal, right?
Yes.
Good. Then I'll go warm up a little until it's our turn to go down. See you then. Here's to a good run.
Brother Wrath, it's your turn.
Yes. Mercenary, we're leaving.
As you command.
Lead the way.
By the way, pleasure to work with you again, Zara. I didn't know you were back in Enderal.
And I'm already regretting it. Of course, my first mission had to take me into this bloody ice desert. I'm already missing Kyra.
I bet. Where's your better half, though? That... what was his name?
Quiet. All right, all right.
Ahoy!
Hmm?
Hold it. A message from Brother Hatred. They took the western and the eastern entrances. In other words, we'll take the north and south.
Shouldn't we stay together?
It's the will of the temple. Also, if one of our groups runs into a trap, the others can still finish the job. Brother Wrath, you take the southern entrance. Then go. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. Good luck.
Shut up.
What is that stuff?
I wouldn't touch it.
At the risk of blowing your mind, I wasn't planning on it.
You? What are you doing here?
Kill it.
Look out! No!
One of the temple's illusions. The father warned us.
And what if it wasn't an illusion? What if this temple, I don't know, teleported him inside somehow?
Him?
Yes?
I understand. We're seeing different things. What about you? What did you see? Makes sense. So this illusion is somehow tied to our spirits.
By the Seven. This is sick.
You knew what you were in for. That barrier over there. Let's take a closer look.
There's a bunch of spider boys down here. Maybe.
worse. What in the blazes is this place?
Well, at least we now know it's not just illusions we're up against. One moment.
What's that?
Glyphs. These carvings in the archway mean something. That's the language of the Black Leader. The father gave us a kind of translation key. Yes, that's it. This door should lead us right to the room of paintings.
Just when I thought this would be tricky.
Let me see if I could banish the barrier somehow. No. This is hopeless.
Maybe the... Shit, what was that? Did you hear that?
I did. I doubt we'll get through there. We need to find a way to deactivate that barrier. Come on. Let's look around. Let me see. Damn it. This is too complicated. No! This isn't meant for the eyes of a sleeper. We'll keep exploring. Come on. Just an illusion. Ignore it. Yes. Could that... Wait. That was Brother Hatred. Well, I'll go take a look. Stay put.
Shouldn't we stay together?
Can't you just for once follow a simple order?
Whoa, calm down, will you? Go if your life depends on it.
I won't be long.
Blazes. What a bloody prick. Really? Been here high at almost 11 years, yeah. Mostly in Kyra. So I thought, well, Zara, time to... Exciting, yeah. Back there, in the hall, what did you see? Or is that too personal? Yeah. Someone who I trusted. 13 years, for fuck's sake. But, well, kind of pathetic, isn't it? No. What?
The tribute has been offered. Yeah.
Look out! Look out! Die!
Yes. We're getting close. I can feel it.
Brother Wrath, is that you?
Brother Hatred, you made it.
Yes, I made it. By the name of the sun. This place, it's unholy. Wrong. How? I mean, how can this be our path to transcendence?
Are you doubting the Father?
What? No, of course not. Forgive me, brother. I just don't know what to think or feel anymore. But look, that must be it, right? The room of paintings. We made it, brother. We made the Father
Yeah, you made him proud. Piece of shit. The portal. Yeah, the portal. Yes, it fits the description. Come, let's take a closer look. Do you feel that? This power, it's... Wait. Did you hear that?
Aren't we beautiful?
Holy shit.
Look out!
Goodbye.
Big ol' spinning chunk.
By the name of the sun. What was that? Yes, but that voice. Either way. All right. Ready. Nervous? Bullshit. We stick to the plan. Once he steps through the portal, I will cast a banishing spell to... I'll leave the rest to your imagination. No. Just give it everything you've got. It won't be an easy fight, you can be sure of that. Okay. One more thing before we do this. Father? Father!
Brother Wrath, were you successful?
Yes, Father. We found the room.
Good. Who's with you?
Only the mercenary and I. All the others are dead. At least I think so. I have not seen them.
That is regrettable. Well then, we are stepping through.
We?
Brother Sorrow and I. Ah, and Enderal.
Yes?
What is this?
Treason. How I didn't notice. Time must have made me careless. What now, Enderal? What do you intend to do?
Oh. I think you know the answer to that.
I suppose I do. But allow me a question. Why? Can you also not see them anymore? The faces? Do you also feel a sense of estrangement? As if something about you is inherently wrong?
What?
I should have known. You were losing your mind, just as Sister Pride did. That's why you lured me here, isn't it? In your madness, you want to kill me.
Nonsense! You're here to finally pay for what you did. Children, damn it. They were children. Wilma, Detlef, Sarah, Taurus, Letho. You couldn't care less. We were just material for you. Human material for your fucking experiments.
That is enough. I will kill them, Father.
No, wait. You remember. You remember what was before. No, don't say anything. You do. By the name of the sun, this is fascinating. But I suppose I should have seen it coming. You always were my masterpiece.
Masterpiece?
You are right, Enderal. I did experiment upon children because they are special. And yes, some of you died in my laboratory. But they would have died anyway. Oh, isn't it obvious? Their minds, their spirits. No, because they were sick. If you remember your past, Enderal, do you also remember that cough you had? Detlef, Wilma, Sarah, Letho, and you. You were all affected by the foulness, a disease transmitted by rats in the Undercity. Children are especially susceptible to it, and it is always lethal.
Lies. Nothing but lies.
Not yet. Believe me or not, it's the truth. However, I didn't intend to heal them, at least not by conventional methods. Correct. Before I found out about the room of paintings, to cheat death. Yes, to extract their souls and plant them inside, transfer the soul of the dying child into an artificial body. Eventually, however, I had a breakthrough. At first, it all seemed perfect, and I was raptured. The children simply fell asleep. And oh, yes, I needed to find out if it existed, and if so, I created them. Do not ask for details. It is a complicated process you would not be able to understand without... You say that as if it were a crime. She knew they were No. Yesha Shagun was a good person. Better than I. Empathy. You see, above all, I am a scientist. The children advanced my research, and I offered them a second chance at life. Yes. The transferred soul somehow begins to realize that something is wrong. which at first manifests in moments of confusion. Sister Pride. She was one of my last creations before I gave up my endeavor entirely. Most of the children died days or weeks after the transfer, save for 3 exceptions: Brother Sorrow, Sister Pride, and Brother Wrath. Yes, Enderal, you heard right. You are my creation, my child. At first I thought your transfer had failed, so I disposed of your flesh. But then, 8 years later, there you stood, in front of the temple, in your right mind, and showing no signs of the estrangement. Sister Pride reappeared too. Both of you had somehow found your ways back to your creator. I was moved.
Your child. All right. Oh, that was a nice story, but I think I've heard enough. Do you see this knife, Father? I'm gonna drive it deep into your throat. And into yours too, Brother Sorrow. And I'll enjoy every second of it. The question is, are you still with me?
Remove your mask.
Of course.
Do you recognize him, Thero? Yes, Thero. Letho. His procedure went a little differently. His original body died at the exact moment I conducted the transfer. I believe that this is the reason for his lack of humanity. But at the same time, his condition seems to protect him from the estrangement. Unlike Sister Pride and yourself, he still shows no symptoms, and I doubt he ever will.
You're alive? That's not possible. That's just not possible.
It's pointless, Enderal. He's not the boy you once knew. I'm sorry.
No, that's not true. Please, Etho, it's me. It's me. Thariel.
What are your orders, Father? Shall I kill them?
Well, I suppose that is their decision to make. I am not the monster you think I am, Enderal. I hope you can finally see that. And I am ready to.
Sadly, I must go, so I will see the end of that later.